The financial crisis and its potential consequences have been occupying the minds of many experts across the globe recently. Indeed, the turmoil originated in the US, and a Russian professor of economics has put forward his own theory about the impact the credit crunch will have on America. Joined in the studio now by Igor Panarin, who says the US will split into 6 pieces because of the crisis. Let's talk more about this. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us in the studio. Quite controversial thoughts, these. Explain your thought process there.
I believe that in 1998 I was right in my theory. It has to do with the fact that, first of all, different states of the United States have different history, different culture, and different level of financial and economical significance in the life and activities of the United States. Today I believe that the world is at the point of United States development when in fall of 2009 a huge crisis may develop, and eventually it will lead in summer of 2010 that the territory of the United States will be divided into 6 different states.
My immediate thought is, do you think this would have happened, may happen, according to your theory, if it weren't for the financial crisis? And if this scenario did happen, where would the power base be?
Well, the main power base, there will be actually 3 power bases on the territory of the United States. New York and Washington, which will be under the influence of London, first of all. It's California and Texas, which will be under the influence of 3 countries, Russia, China, and Mexico, from my point of view.
Now, German Chancellor Angela Merkel says the US got into this trouble in the first place by borrowing cheap money and using cheap money. Do you agree with her?
I believe that she's right. First of all, I can emphasize that Russia and Germany often have the same points of view as far as the financial crisis is concerned in particular. But I also want to emphasize that the problem is that the dollar is not backed by gold, and there are too many dollars in this world.
Well, Mr. Panarin, what are your forecasts for the outcome here in Russia regarding the financial crisis?
I believe that the crisis in Russia can be finally prevented only with making the ruble the main reserve currency of Eurasia and turning Moscow into the main financial center of the Eurasian continent.
Just very briefly, I just want to also pick up on something you said in your report there. You even speculated this scenario that Alaska might want to renew its ties with Russia. Why is that then?
I believe that Alaska should return to Russia, and there is a very good manager, Roman Abramovich, who's been really successful in managing Chukotka, so I believe that he will manage with ruling Alaska as well.
Okay, well, Mr. Panarin, it's really good to hear your, let's say, rather different views tonight on the programme, but good to see you in the programme nevertheless.